Hello, welcome to another video on the channel. It's GHOSTDRIFTX, aka Ghost. In this video, we're going to cover what was on the test server this past weekend and give you my thoughts, ideas, and perspective. So let's get into it. This weekend, we had a new medium weapon introduced. We also had a new button added to the UI, and the UI was enhanced a little bit. So let's just say it's more crisp, has a few more lines around the different items. This looks pretty good. You know, it's basically, I was looking at some footage that I have that I put out of some old footage, and when I looked at it, I'm like, well, but it actually is pretty sharp, so I'll give them that. It may simply, you know, if you look at an old video and you look at it, you might feel like it's almost the same, but it looked pretty good. It basically makes it a lot sharper as far as when you're targeting different targets in the game. Next item is the button. There's a reload button, and when I heard it, it's like reload. It's like you can reload your weapons. Like, oh snapper doodle, they finally went and did it. Walk into your hangar, set up like 2 or 3 setups, maybe 4 setups for one bot. Hit the reload button, boom, right on the bot, just like that. No, that's not what happened. This reload button is for specific weapons. You could tie it into, say, let's say I have a Terran or something like that. Instead of me sitting there trying to fire it to clear out my weapons, I can hit the reload button real quick, reset all my weapons, I'm ready to go. But really, it's more or less for a Scourge, the Shock Train, and possibly the Hydra system. These are all weapons that do not clear out all the way. I believe I take them back. The Shock Train may actually clear out. I'm not sure. It may clear out off every shot. It's like the Trebuchet, right? It has to actually charge up. You let it charge completely, it'll do a lot more damage than if you just fire it every time it's ready. So it may not be in this equation, but we know definitely the Scourge is now. What they did is the Scourge locks on the target. The target could be behind the structure not being damaged, but the Scourge, if it's within the 600 yard or 600 meters, it's actually going to lock onto that target and just continue to fire if you hold the button. Well, let's say you fire on a target, you start damaging the target moves behind an actual structure, or they jump back. Let's say they jump back, because if they're still in range, it doesn't matter. But if they jump back, now you don't have anybody to target, and your weapons are sitting there maybe halfway charged, and they're not going to charge until you find another target. So this button allows you to hit the button, reset that weapon so that it starts to recharge, and now you're ready to go the next time you're running somebody. That's pretty much it. So that's what the reload button is. It's actually below your fire button to the left. It's cool. You know, it may make a difference. You know, like say some people may use it when you're using Terran, you're using the Punishers or Molots or something like that. I'd say Punishers more than anything. Punishers and the actual Terrans, you need to clear those weapons out so you're ready to go the next time you run into somebody. So I could see somebody actually probably using that for the Terrans as well. Instead of just holding the button, you can just hit it and, you know, just be ready to go. And it basically is going to be instant versus you trying to hold the button and clear it out. So I can see that at work. Now the drawback is it resets everything. So if you are running, say, a different setup at the top, you're running aphids on top, Terrans at the bottom, you hit the reset, that means everything goes on reset. So maybe you don't want to hit that button. Maybe you do just want to clear out your Terrans, leave your aphids ready to go. And then, you know, if there's somebody coming in close and maybe your Terrans are still charging up, you at least have your aphids ready to go. Possibility. So that's the reload button. And then the last thing is the medium weapon. Okay, the medium weapon is called a Vortex. Basically, they have a what do you call it? The design of it doesn't look like an aphid, but when it fires, it's an aphid. It does about 19k in damage. The aphid does about 13k, so you get a lot more damage because it's medium. But you have to remember with an aphid, so I'm gonna talk about aphids because it basically fires exactly like an aphid. It fires in a spinning motion. It does damage in the exact same way as an aphid does. You're doing more damage, but you also have to realize with an aphid, you lose damage as well because the missile is spinning. It may not always hit your target well. This one does the same thing, but on top of that, medium spots versus let's say the medium weapon that are already out of Terran or Orkin, you know, even a Shock Train now. But the medium weapons are pretty strong. You may see this, you may not. It's possible. You may see it on a dock. It's possible to see it on a dock, and they'll run it kind of like you run a Jesse. But I don't see it on like a Spider or anything like that, because you do need to get within 350 meters to fire it, and it's just like an aphid. It's got a 10-second cooldown, so if you get into the heat of battle Tyrans and Orkans are always heated battle. Even the shock train it's not necessarily the heated battle, but you can hit somebody and move away. But if you're out in the open and you need something that's going to do a lot of damage, you're more than likely not going to have this weapon. In most cases, some people may use it, may incorporate it in a certain way. You may see it on a Griffin where they're running aphids on top and this on the side, and they want to fire all aphids. It can do a lot of damage, but remember, your target has to be stationary in most cases. If it's a small target, you're probably going to miss most of that target no matter what, because aphids already miss it. Just because you have more missiles fire the same fashion, they're still going to do the same thing. Now, if the target is stationary, you have a higher chance to actually put all that damage on the target. So that's about it. So that's the test server. Like I said, recap, we had a new UI. Well, not new UI, but the UI was kind of updated so that your targeting looks a lot crisp. On top of that, you have the reload button, so reloading your weapons, mainly the Scourge. I think that's the focus, and maybe a Hydra, but I'm pretty sure it's more focused on Scourge unless they have a new weapon coming out. And then the medium Vortex. It's cool. It's pretty much an aphid for your medium hard point on your bot. I don't see it being too strong as far as in the game. I mean, they may add more damage to it, but toe-to-toe, if you need to get out and open to fight against somebody, you still got 10 seconds to hold down before it fires. So I would say, like say, maybe a Doc, maybe something you can get behind cover. You might see it on a Spider, but like I say, you still have to be, you have to get where you can fire it around a corner or something like that, so you're not out in the open, because you can't get into a one-on-one match against somebody with a Tyrans or even Orkans and hope to take them down with this weapon. So that's the Ghost, man. That's the quick synopsis. I might throw some information in here as far as I might throw a video at the end. I don't know, but basically that's it. That was the test server. Guys, got any comments? Throw them in the comments for us. Let us know. Let me know. Y'all like, who is us? Yeah, I'm in the third person, homie. Anyway, and I also want to thank everybody that comes out to the live stream. Have a lot of fun doing that, people. And that's it, man. That's gonna be it. That was the test server. Those are the 3 items we want to cover: UI, reload button, and the Vortex medium weapon. You guys have a great one. This is Ghost. Deuces. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you enjoyed this video, and as always, choose like over death.